I was there about 8 months ago, I think.
8 months ago, so...
Yeah, probably Christmas time. Yeah, New Year. I've been very lucky this year. I've been back to New Zealand 3 times, actually, for different various things. So it's been, it's been very nice.
And do you miss it?
I don't miss living in Cambridge, no, not at all. Cambridge is very much a, it's a very small agricultural-based, family town in New Zealand, which is great, but, I'm not raising a family, and I'm not, I don't have that kind of lifestyle, so being in Cambridge is just kind of like, it's kind of like taking a trip back in time a little bit, and then after a few days, you get, foot starts tapping, you're like, okay, I need to go do something else. But I think very much, when I'm older, I'd like to, maybe perhaps not live there, but, I'd like to spend more time there.
Did you always have that feeling where you were saying, well, I need to get out, or was it something that while growing up and expanding your...
I think once you get a taste for something different, you start to realise, there's like a whole other kind of world out there, and then you want more and more of it. Because I have friends who still live there, and they've never really travelled much, and they've never really gone outside New Zealand, and they're quite content with that, and I don't judge them for it. But
was there one time or one thing that happened that triggered you? Well, I need to...
I think we were just dissatisfied with the kind of situation we had in New Zealand as a whole, not necessarily Cambridge. We would tour New Zealand, and we just kind of wanted more, and we knew if there's more people in a place, there's probably more chance we can survive effectively, or there's more chance that people are going to be into what we do. So we travel to Melbourne, which is a lot more people than Auckland, and then people really like it, and then we go to the States. People, more people like it, and then we're in England. It's like, people kind of understand what we're about well, or they appreciate what we do, if they don't understand.
No, but I think now you live in London, huh?
Yep, it's great.
Yeah, it's really, yeah.
Yeah.
And where do you live?
Kind of West London.
West London.
Yeah.
What zone? What
I'm in Zone 1,
Zone
actually.
1 still?
Yeah,
okay.
Which is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very lucky.
And it's for you, London now is for you the place you feel at home?
I don't know if I'll ever really feel at home in any kind of one place.
No? Okay.
No, I mean, even living in sort of New Zealand makes sense to me in a cultural kind of way. I understand, what people mean when they use certain expressions and all those kinds of things, but I'm the kind of person that, I like trying out something new, living somewhere different, and I'm quite like having to adapt to something different, and I'm quite interested in the different way people talk and the different expressions people use, so I can see myself living in a number of different places, throughout my life.
Okay, so it's for you, you just need the excitement and new things.
Well, I don't know, maybe that's just kind of like a thing from being on the road for so long. You're in a different town every night, and there's something sort of new to experience, and different people to meet, and
then for you now, if you
things like that.
If you have to compare then this new album with the previous ones, how do you look back on the previous one?
I'm the kind of person that when I make a record or a recording, I listen to it a lot when we're doing it, and once it's done, it's let go,
yeah?
And it's out there in the world, and I don't really listen to it, and I don't really have much to do with it anymore. I mean, those songs, I perform them, I still feel passionate about them, obviously, because I enjoy playing them for people. But very much in the past, quite not very at ease with the recorded medium, because I don't really think it. In the past, I never really thought it could sum up, what the song was about, because every night it would be slightly different and be delivered in a slightly different way. Like in the past, I used to ad-lib a lot of the lyrics live, and then so when it came to recording, I'd be like, I really have to put something down. And I think the perspective has shifted quite a lot now, and I look at it more in terms of, okay, your record is your legacy, or something you leave behind when you're not touring, and I really you know, I really want to feel quite passionately about the words I write and sort of those sorts of things. So a lot more care is taken these days, I think. But it's still a lot of that elements from the first couple of records, you know, where we do things very quickly. We retained a lot of that. And we spent a lot of time sort of writing the song and thinking about it, but then in terms of the recording process, we still do that, you know, as fast as we can to sort of retain as much of the kind of raw feel of it as possible, I suppose.
That's how you did it for this album then?
Oh yeah, that's the way we always record.
No, but now with more extra
It's
thoughts.
probably more emphasis on that,
Yeah.
on the songwriting and
Okay,
taking more time on that end of it. Yeah.
And